got two options.
I know.
I can go back, or you can go back.
It's in the mirror closer than they appear. Mike, what are the challenges with the Derrick Henry when he's, has an issue with the hamstring and he's, trying to walk that line of being available, healing it up? How do you manage all that through the week?
We just try to make sure that we're getting them, every player, what they need as far as preparation. You try to do walkthroughs. You try to use the mobile classroom the best best way that we can.
When he says that it take like his leg being off essentially for him to come out of a game, you have to be careful with a player like that to make sure he doesn't.
Well, I think you get it. Ultimately I make the decisions on who plays and who doesn't. I appreciate his toughness. It's unquestioned. We make decisions on what's best for the team, what's best for the player. Can they protect themselves? Can they make it worse? All those things that we've always said. Talking about any injury, that doesn't change.
From what you can see, how is Laramie Tunsil fit into their offense?
I think he's talented. He's athletic. He's very good. We're a very good mover. Very good pass protector. I think that they run a lot of zone blocking plays, and he's able to, in pass protection, get out and cover the guy up and move his feet and really help protect the quarterback.
Goes into good play action success. Is it mainly the threat of an excellent running back, or are there other factors that are maybe equally as important or more?
Well, every play has details, and I think it's critical to understand the details for that particular play, whether it's a boot, a gap scheme run, play pass like you mentioned. So making sure that we execute the details that go into that particular play.
Do you have to have an excellent running threat, or does that matter in the grand scheme if you carry out the fakes well?
I'm not, I think that you'd like to be able to have the ability to give him a threat to run the football, to make that work.
How has Cunningham kind of his career advanced since the time you spent with him in Houston?
We kind of, threw him right into the fire. He started as a rookie, and had some, rookie mistakes that all rookies make. But he was an excellent tackler and is always, he played hard. He played fast, and then he's just continued to improve, and he's really outstanding player. Just to see him grow, he's done a fantastic job. He plays physical. He can run around you, through you. Mentioned very good tackler. Rarely misses tackles. When he gets his hands on guys, they go to the ground.
When things start to go well, the way they're going well for your team now, how much does the belief that things are going to go well factor into things going well?
I think that you have to have that whether you're winning or losing. I don't. All the things that we talk about isn't just you talk one way when you win and one way when you lose. I think that you have to try to be able to coach those things, teach those things, and try to get the players to understand those things, that's how you're trying to build a program, a team. And then as the results come, I think maybe it's easier to do that, to buy into what is being coached and taught with success.
A moment over the course of the season as you guys are going through it, kind of the growth that the team has experienced that kind of embodies what you're talking about there?
No, every game, every situation is critical. As we go through one game, there's things that happen. We've had Chargers game, we had Chiefs games, we have close games, we have games that weren't so close. But I felt like we've always been able to come back in here and reset and go forward to the next week.
This week, I know how Bill O'Brien thinks, and he knows I know how he thinks, so he might be thinking this, that.
Neither of us think that much anyway, so that would be almost impossible. You know, they have a very good football team. They have an excellent football team. They've got very good players and very good coaches. They have some of the best players at their position, or very near the top in the league. So it's going to be a very huge challenge for us to execute in all three phases. They have very good special teams coach, great core. And so I just think that we can't get caught up in, you know, we have to have a plan and then make adjustments and get our players to understand how the game's being played and what it may be for that day.
You think your relationship with him as colleagues once you became a head coach would have been different if you were in the NFC and you played once every 4 years, or in a Super Bowl as opposed to being in the same division?
No. I mean, I don't know what you think our relationship is now,
I mean,
but
you talk as often as guys fighting for the same division crown as you might have if you.
we talk. You know, a lot of coaches talk. There's not many of us, so I have conversations with a lot of coaches, as do, I would say, most other coaches. You know, again, that's you know, it's just a small league. You work for a lot of people. You know, if you watch at the game, you know, Romeo Crennel, you're going to see Romeo and Dean Pease interact, and those are guys that have the respect of the entire league of players and coaches for a long time. Romeo probably 40 years, Dean just as long, and so I think that you try to get to that point to where, you know, there's going to be a lot of respect. They're going to talk, and you know, you're going to have those type of relationships for a long time.
What went into naming Ben as your Man of the Year candidate?
I apologize. I know that I congratulate Ben, but I don't have I'm not afforded the luxury of naming those things. I coach the team, but I will say that not only Ben, but I would say our entire football team is heavily involved in what they do off the field, outside this building. It's important that they either represent their foundations or represent other players' foundations, you know, whether they're going into schools on Tuesdays, you know, especially during the holiday season, just remembering how lucky they are and where some of those guys have come from and their experiences and trying to make other people's lives better. So proud of Ben, proud of all our players.
What led to you guys using Jarrell Casey, kind of lining up as a DN, and why do you do that? Like, what advantages do you get?
Just that weekly game plan, trying to see what gives us the best chance and putting guys in different spots. You know, that'll never change week to week. So, you know, for the past couple weeks, that's where we thought it was best to put them.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.